Hello guys, and welcome to the official farewell of the kingdom. This will be the last episode of the series before I start my new series. Don't worry, vanilla is not going away. I repeat, not going away. It's going to come back much stronger than before. And I wanted to make this little video as a final farewell because I think I achieved a lot on this world, and a lot of my new subscribers haven't seen most of the stuff on this world. And I really want to give an impression of what I expect to be doing even better on my new one. Now 1.5 has changed a lot of things. A lot of these farms and things would be completely redesigned in the new version, and I'd rather do that on a new world with a clean slate with fresh challenges than continue building here. This world was never really made as a Let's Play world, and by the way, I am creative and I've hosted this on a server at the moment so that I can fly around and show you. I've got a few different versions of the world that I want to fly around and give you a little look at different stages of things, so I hope you find it very interesting. A bit different from my previous tours. And because I started this world before I started YouTube, this was not designed as a Let's Play world, it was designed as my own little fun thing. Completely private world, and I decided to turn it into a Let's Play world afterwards, which makes a couple of my projects a little bit harder to have on video. Some of them are very long-term plans to kind of develop my own world. A few of my ambitions are a bit too high, and I did a lot of learning on this world, so there was mistakes. Like over here would be where the Sky Fortress would go, and if I did get to finish it, it would have been incredibly impressive. But even now, I'd estimate maybe 200 hours to get this finished, and I just don't have that time anymore. Mostly because I'm doing more than one Let's Play now, and I'm very busy at work, so even with one Let's Play I really don't have a huge amount of time anymore, not like I used to have, which is sad. But what would have gone here was mob spawners and storage areas and stuff, but now in 1.5 I wouldn't have done it that way anymore, so I'd rather start the new one instead of forging on the old one. Things like this, Iron Farms, I want to redesign a brand new one and go after Tango Tech's one. Really look forward to making that, and I really want to heavily use spawn mechanics in my new series, which will really be cool. So, I think we start off at spawn in the old world. Okay, roll back the clocks quite a long way to episode 19. As you can see, this is spawn, and it's pretty empty. And the nether looks a lot different, a rather lot different, and I think we just key around a couple of these things. So I had a way of getting down to my new area over there, which all completely changed afterwards. So a lot of things do change, and you get a lot of iterations of them. See here as well to notice what this looks like, and this is a giant mass of stuff here. And there's basically nothing else in the nether at this point, I don't believe. Through here, this is still built. This has been here a very long time, one of my oldest things that I've built. Same with this room here, and same with my gigantic door. Lovely. And you can see in here, this area is still being built. It's still a bit rough. And this bit doesn't look too much different. It's not changed a whole lot. The spawn has changed a lot over the course of the series, really has. Things that I loved in this part of the world on this version was that you could have this piston elevator which I made a long time ago, and it would make you go all the way up, all the way, and it would never fail. But when we got to 1.3 they broke that, and that really made me sad. So this world has been a lot of redoing things already. Slime spawn looks a lot different. Most of this stuff seems about the same. You can see my storage never really differed the whole way through, which will need to change a lot in 1.5. Up here though looks quite a bit different. This bit down here, by the way, is my original base I set up right at the start of the world, and I put my first items in here, and they've been in here ever since, and we'll see when I go up to my latest version that they are still there. Slime spawner is non-automatic, no, it just stays like that. Iron farms were made by episode 19, quite a big thing to do. So was the original wheat farm, and as you can see this whole area starts to be cleared out. This was all complete desert and this bit all here was all complete jungle. So you can really see how much change has happened. Down here though is something that you won't see in New World, which I was very proud of, and it worked really well. This is my villager trading farm, and this was going to be moved to the end, but I just didn't get time to by the end basically. And this is a village breeding, and then automatic sending them up via carts. I don't know if there's any carts in there yet. And let's have a look in here. Yes, there is. So if I push that, then we get a villager in there, and they'll come out, they'll come down, and they'll go into the next available slot. It's one of the things I really liked doing back in the day. They come down, come to only little tiny little thing, and then once you're done with them, if they haven't got good trades, you just suffocate them. So, one of my things that I may want to put back in my new world, which I really like doing. Things like this are really old, and I'll do a completely different by now. What else have we got here? That's the top of the elevator, and here the iron golems should come down a central point down here, and then be killed underneath. So yeah, there's not a lot else here at this point. There's nothing over there. The farms are there already. Yeah, let's go have a look at the end. And the end doesn't look too much different over here from my finish, but you can see the rail line is in, and if we go over to where the Enderman Farm would be, we get to the old Enderman Farm. And this was an old design, and this is Panda's old design actually, and it's as you can see, wasn't too reliable in the overall, and it was not very fast. So I did redesign that completely when I moved on with my Let's Play. So this holds a lot of memories for me. That is pretty much the whole of the old world. That's how much I got done in 19 episodes. So let's go forth, and while I recount my memories, we'll see what I got done in the next 50 or so episodes. And we now go forward to the future, and this is best shown at night. This is the spawn, along with my testings for my portal elevators, which I did perfect, and I will definitely be including in my new Let's Play. Got the ice farm, which does a gigantic amount, it's like 20-30 stacks of ice a go, very impressive. I've got my arena here, because I did want to do this as some sort of server thing as well at some point, so this would be a complete PvP arena, which would work very well. What else have we got here? We've got the mines. The mines aren't really worth showing. Probably not anyway. We'll go look very quickly. Well, the mines are here. There's not much to see. There's an all branch mine with some potion brewing. That was about it. So, let's go back. Okay, we also have my downwards elevator, which I thought was quite cute, which I may want to use in the future as well. Very nice little thing. And in my new world, I will definitely be doing tutorials quite regularly alongside the stuff I do. Try and mix it in quite nicely. So, let's go into the nether. Now the nether looks a lot different from what it used to. A lot different, and I plan to do a completely different design for my new one as well. Something that's a lot safer to do. There are things over there, a little bit of an Easter egg over there, if you go look. Down here, it's all nice and flat. I probably want to look for some sort of tunnel system for my new one, so I don't have to enclose everything. But this is where you go to the normal base. Before we go there though, we'll go look at some of my favourite things in the nether. And one of them is my wither farm. So, I'll see you there. And here we are. So this was one of my huge projects, which I'm incredibly pleased about how it turned out. And here you are. This is the wither farm. Now in my new one, I may turn this into an automatic thing, and at the moment it's on peaceful, that's why there's mobs flicking everywhere. You can see how often they try to spawn. Yes, this is my wither farm, and I absolutely love doing this. Well, I hated building it, but I loved it when it was done. And it's also doubles up as cactus farm underneath, so it gets rid of the magma cubes and lets you kill everything else manually. and also keeps all the spawn spaces and the air blocks for the all possible withers places. So yeah, I really like doing that. Really like doing that. And something I may not actually replicate on my new world because it's just such a huge thing, and it turned out I never could even use the skulls I got from this because I just got too many. Just don't need that many beacons. And now with the beacon change to 1.5, I wouldn't need very many anyway. And this is just my service tunnel. So, I'll see you back there. Okay, there is another point of interest in Nether before we go into the overworld, and that is my gold farm, so I'll see you up there. And this is one of the things I really want to avoid in my new one, having such a huge distance between different places. And you can get through here legitly with ender pearls. So, let's get a couple of them, and game mode myself. This still works. There you are. Let's go back to game mode. There you are. And this, was very pleased with this. This is my fully automatic gold farm, and there they spawn. Let's put it into hard mode. So this did about 4,500 gold nuggets an hour, and I can make it even better in my new world if I want to do another one. I probably will. And this is built in 1.5 because they come down and they die, go through droppers, well not hop droppers, they go through hoppers into a storage system here and then come into bottom. In my new one I think I'll probably have it so that the flesh gets sorted out and burnt and then they come back normally. So the only way to get back legitly is to go through these portals back into the overworld. But I'm going to go back this way, and I've got something else to show you in the Nether before we get back. Okay, so the final thing to show you in the Nether is the storage system. It was never completed. Because 1.5 came out during the time I was doing this, I did hold off on finishing it. And now I would do it completely differently again, so I didn't want to rebuild it all again just for that. And this is the AFK stream for the items, which isn't really even needed in 1.5 anymore. So it kind of felt like I was flogging an old horse by carrying on with that. I'm going to go through. You'll nicely see this is looking the same pretty much as it did before. Although there is a hidden room down here now, holding some of my treasures through different versions because I played all the snapshots. Some of the snapshots you could get different things in them, little bugs and things, and a couple of the things I had to keep down here just as a show that you could get them. So at one point you could duplicate dragon eggs, so I've got a whole load in here. What else have I got down here? I've got a couple of different things from different versions. I didn't use any of these things, I only got them for trophy purposes. Here we are. These are my respiration pumpkins, protection pumpkins, acro infinity, respiration, sharpness hoe, different sticks, protection 5 wither skulls, sharpness, Benranthropos, more eggs. So yeah, that's really quite cool, and I might do that sort of thing again. I probably will play snapshots, but anything you could do just in a snapshot. There's a hole there. Don't know why that is. Anything you can only do in snapshots and not in the actual versions would only be trophies. So that's most of that bit. This mob spawner got changed into an automatic thing. It went through that AFK stream. Bit different. My automatic furnace, I really like this one, and it still works to this day. What else have I got here? Random block from an Enderman. Other things dotted around here which are a little bit different. So I had secret entrances around the back of here. So I went all the way around. Not too spectacular, so I'm not going to show that off now. Storage system still looks about the same, but now I have frames on them. Looks a bit different there. This looks a bit different. And in here, I've also got my automatic mushroom farm, which is a quite good little thing. If I can get in. Automatically harvest these mushrooms on a timer, and that's quite nice. I did that recently on the episodes. So, what else I've got to show you here? We go to the overworld on the top. So let's have a little look. Most of the changes were aesthetical, apart from in here. There used to be a giant mountain there and a desert. Now obviously it looks a lot different now. I've got my cow spawners in there, well not spawners but my cow farm. Again I would change that in 1.5, but it was a nice little thing to do at the time. I've got my replica jungle temple, my exact one from a very long time ago actually, in 1.3.2, when I recreated it from one I found in the world. This original bit is still here, and most of the stuff is still in there actually. I am one for memories, I really like that. This got automated down here for the slimes. These farms still actually lingered the whole way through actually. Never did remove them. Then this was Sky Fortress, and as I already showed you that, it is gigantic on the scale of everything else. The whole thing over there is about as big as this together. So yeah, that was a gigantic thing to start. And I did start a pathway under the sea to go to it. But like I said, I'll do that completely differently now, so I'm not going to linger on that. And I had all sorts of hidden passages everywhere going down, which all still work actually, very nicely. Very pleased with that. And the iron farms got automated again. Shut that thing off. So they come down here and got killed and then got sent through the AFK stream. Again, I'll change that in the new version. And these farms popped up, and these are some of my favourite farms in the whole world. So this is my sugarcane farm. Again, it would change 1.5, but this does a horrendously high amount of sugarcane an hour. Really does. Really enjoyed doing that one. Pumpkin farm, about 750 pumpkins. The wheat one does about 1,040. Tree farm, this is one of my little inventions that I don't really think I've seen replicated anywhere else at all, and I think it's quite unique. Might make a similar sort of thing, or might do a sort of piston design next series. But yeah, I like really doing this. You just mine your way down, things go down the middle, get saved in the droppers, or in the hoppers, and then you'll just go back and replant them. So yeah, really like doing that, that was a good one. What else I've got to show you here? I'm sort of glimmering over everything that I've done. You know, some things to me I've been playing with for months and months and months, and they're just there for me now. So I may have skipped over a few things which I don't think are that important. But if you are new to the whole world, and well, new to the end of the world, then you may not have seen some of the bits that I'm not going to show you today. Let's go through that. And the last stop on the world is the end. So I'll see you there. Okay, and to the end we go. Now this looks a little bit different. One of the regrets I had was not to make this nice and smart, and I definitely will do that next series. And here, this looks about the same. The end looks a little bit different over here. Most of the pillars got mined away, a lot of effort there. Does look a lot neater compared to what it used to be. And this is where my donator houses were going, and they will stay here. Now I do thank you for the 3 people that did donate over the series, and I'm really pleased that some people actually wanted to donate and really gave me some reason to continue. And this one should have its plates in here. There we are. Very, very nice. Now, it's the little things that really help us YouTubers. No, it's not much money wise being given, but it really means a lot and really kind of allows me to put some money aside to go towards things like upgrading software and stuff. Just a little tiny bit. And I'll see you at the Enderman Farm. And here we are. This is probably also one of my most proudest farms on the world. And again, I'm going to update this to 1.5, and I've got a different way of doing it again. But this, to this day, I think is one of the most efficient designs you can get for both piston usage and actual rates of experience. And welcome to the hooker. I love building this. This took a lot of time to design and test. The moment it's an auto kill, I just turn those sounds off. And I love quirky little farms like this. Now this is the one wide. You can never get killed if you're just here. Perfectly safe, incredibly high experience rates, and I just loved it. And just one of those things I love building myself. But yeah, that is, I guess, the progress over those 50 episodes and the changes that I made. Hopefully I haven't glossed over too much, and I really look forward to my next series. So yeah, it's a lot of memories for me. So thank you guys that will join me from the start. You really did help me, and I just love the feedback. No, never feel bad about saying things might be wrong or suggesting things I should change, and I do love that feedback. I often build designs in my Let's Play series and then wait for a few days at least for some suggestions. Some people see things that I've missed, and I can redesign things and then give out a proper tutorial at the end. I found that was a really nice way of doing it. So I think that is the end of the world. It's been a long time. Like I said, lots of memories. Hope I'm not spieling too much on this. And if you are new to the channel, then do feel free to subscribe for my next series. I do a lot of FTB as well at the moment, which I'm getting okay at, which I'm quite pleased about. So yeah, from the Kingdom and from me, episode 75, the final The Kingdom Let's Play episode. I fare thee well. Thank you for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in the new world.